My brothers and sisters in Christ, today in our readings we get a couple of new beginnings. The first reading shifts to the second letter of Paul to the Corinthians, of which we hear from the beginning of chapter 1, while in the Gospel we flip to what seems like the middle of nowhere. We flip to Matthew chapter 5, but in fact this is the ordinary time beginning of the Gospel of Matthew. In our weekday cycle throughout the year, which is independent of the Sunday cycle of Gospels. And the Sunday cycle of Gospels we're in the midst of year A, which is the Gospel of Matthew. But in the weekday lectionary, we proceed through the three synoptic Gospels in a sequence. First, the Gospel of Mark, which through the first 10 weeks of ordinary time, the first 9 weeks of ordinary time we've heard from. And now at the beginning of the 10th week of ordinary time, it shifts to the Gospel of Matthew. Gospel of Matthew, the earlier chapters we hear during Advent and Christmas season. And so Matthew chapter 5 picks up with the Sermon on the Mount, with the beginning of the public teaching of Jesus, which is where we pick up today. And so powerfully, Matthew chapter 5, the Sermon on the Mount, which lasts for 3 chapters, but it starts with the famous Beatitudes. And we hear them, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed. It's a series of powerful reversals that are stunning. From a Jewish way of thinking, which are blessed are those who thrive, blessed are those who are rich, blessed are those who are healthy. These are all signs of God's favor of thriving. And instead, Jesus begins to describe happy or blessed are those. Blessed are you if you're poor, if you're persecuted. All of these things which we wouldn't associate with blessings. But in each one, he suggests a reversal. So for those who suffer from this, here is the great abundance that they will receive. And so rooted in this links up very well with Paul's opening words in 2 Corinthians. We hear after his greeting in today's readings that he says, of course, that God encourages us in our affliction so that we can encourage others in their affliction. But he says, for as Christ's sufferings overflow to us, so through Christ does our encouragement also overflow. These words, which are very succinct, but it reminds us that our Christian vocation is that to receive as Christ has received. Well, what did Christ receive? He received the spittle on his face, the beatings that he endured. He received rejection. The world rejected Jesus. And so as his disciples, baptized into his passion, death, and resurrection, we can expect sufferings of our own. This is actually part of our path of salvation. However, not all is lost in this. In fact, nothing is lost in this. What seems like something terrible, in fact, is also the path to sharing in the life and the glory of Jesus. And so, his sufferings overflow to us, but through Christ also then does our encouragement overflow. So when we look again at the words of the Beatitudes, yes, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who are mourn, they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. May God bless you all.